Hey, what's up guys? Maniac here. Continuing on with our marathon of Godzilla reviews. Godzilla 2000. Now we're at the Millennium series. Now, whenever I think about the Millennium series, I think of like cool, extreme awesomeness with this one. I mean, to me it's not as great as like the High Side series, but for the Millennium series, they got like tons of action and just hardcore stuff. I mean, that's what I think of the Millennium series. Hardcore awesomeness. So, yeah. Basically, Godzilla 2000 was made right after Godzilla 1998 because Toho was very disappointed. I mean, obviously, everybody was. But for Toho, though, they're just like, oh, you just ruined our Japanese culture of Godzilla. We'll show you something. We'll show you this. This is the true American Godzilla. And we will smash that in your face. Yeah, so, you know, Toho got really upset for TriStar for making Godzilla 1998, which they didn't like. So that's how the Millennium series began. So if it wasn't for the 1998 movie, then there will be no Millennium series. But for the Millennium series, but again, Millennium series is like the hardcore version awesomeness of Godzilla. So yeah, and the first one is Godzilla 2000. Actually, it's really interesting. This movie came out in 1999 when it's called 2000, but then in the USA, they released it in theaters in the year 2000. Pretty interesting. I mean, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, why would they call this Godzilla 2000 if it was going to be made in 1999, just because 1 year later or something like that? Well, I don't know. So, Godzilla 2000. So, and this one's also a direct... Oh, also keep this in mind. This is also a direct sequel to the 1954 movie, ignoring all the previous ones, even the Heisei series. So, yeah. But, again, there's a family that's sort of like Storm Chasers that goes against... that go and, you know, race out and try to find Godzilla and everything. Sort of like what Storm Chasers do, except this time like Godzilla. And then like Godzilla has this new opponent, which his name is Orga, which it sort of starts off as a UFO, and then it turns into like a UFO with legs, and then all of a sudden it just turns into this new monster called Orga. So yeah, that's pretty much the plot of this movie. Now this one is really interesting, but at the same time, it's actually not that great or nearly that good. It's okay, I would say. I mean, but one thing, I'll give all the things I like about this movie. One, Godzilla looks incredibly awesome in the Millennium series, and I love his orange fire-breathing breath. I mean, it's nice to try different colors for his atomic breath thing. Another thing I really liked is Orga, the new Orga, the monster. Orga is really cool. Like, he's a really cool original monster. Definitely one of my favorite monsters to play as in the video games. And Orga in the movies is so interesting. Like, I don't know. He does kind of reminds me of Godzilla a bit if he was on steroids and if he was gray. I mean, that's how I imagine what Orga's kind of like, and he's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, even, like, there's this one weird moment in the movie where, like, he tries to swallow Godzilla like a snake, like, he, like, tries to swallow him, like, ah. It's so weird. It's so weird, but, Godzilla shoots his atomic ray inside of his mouth and goes, boom, like, exploded Orga everywhere. It's just so cool. And when Godzilla is, like, going around destroying the city, it's great. I mean, just great. Like always, whenever Godzilla destroys the city and everything. So, yeah. And that's actually literally all I have to say for this one. I mean, I don't really have that much to say for this one. I mean, other than Godzilla's new look, his atomic breath, and Orga for being a cool monster. But, it's not that great because, like, the human characters are really boring. I mean, just, god-awful boring. I mean, like, that was the biggest downfall of the movie for me. I mean, there weren't that much interesting characters for me. So, yeah, that was kind of the big downfall for this movie. But it's an okay movie. I mean, it's great to have this one to start off the Millennium series. I mean, I even think this one's better than 1985. But you know, it's not great, but it's a pretty decent one. I would say check this out for the fight scenes only, but not for the rest. So yeah, I would give Godzilla 2000 a C+. That's what I'll give it. So, my ultimate question is, what did you think of Godzilla 2000? Comment that down below. Check out my other videos, they're really cool. Like to subscribe, like my page on Facebook. See ya.